Welcome to Survival Theory. Why am I in my truck and not hiking? Because I'm driving right up to the campsite. Doing a little bit of glamping. This looks like a good place. I'll just back up to about where I want to be. Let me get out and take a look. Alright, so my truck is pretty level here. I'm going to go forward a little bit. That ought to be good. We're here. Alright, let's get to glamping. I've done videos out here before, back when it was more wilderness. Beautiful pond. I'm pretty good at catching bass in this pond. Still a lot of coyotes and hogs and an occasional panther. But look over there. A neighboring ranch is now becoming a neighborhood, slowly but surely, building a house right over there. And before you know it, right there's going to be a Walmart right here. There's going to be an Ecker Drugs right there. Going to be a street right here. Yeah, they'll turn this into a river walk. Apartment complex right there. Yeah, so enjoy this while I can. So first things first is firewood. Found this partial skull in the pasture. Kind of looks like a deer. It's got to be a deer. And I found a bunch of this styrofoam. The wind blew it away from the housing construction. Some of this half-inch styrofoam board. And you can bet I got uses for this. I'll use it for padding tonight. Under my mat and everything. So that's pretty handy. So first things first, I've got to get some firewood. I've got some cooking to do tonight. It's going to be below freezing. And I'll depend on my sleeping gear to keep me warm rather than the fire. But I've definitely got to cook on it. So let's get busy. Oh, I guess I better put on my survival knife. You know, if I get into a survival situation, I may not be able to make it all the way to that house over there to ask for help. I may depend on my survival knife. I just feel better camping with a fixed blade knife on anyway. Always got to pull out a knife for something. At least that's what she said. Whew. Our first catch of the day. Oh yeah, that's some solid oak there. Good. Oh, that's real good. All too easy. All too easy. I gotta be careful harvesting some of this firewood. Look at the thorns on that. Woo! And those are like almost 3 inches long there. Pointy, stiff. At least that's what she said. Man, some scary wood there. Reach into my backpack here. Pull out my little camp shovel. Basically, I only use the shovel to scoop up some of that dirt, pile it on some of the grass nearby. help prevent that from catching on fire. It puts the shovel in its backpack. Alright. Alright, here's an older, more mature cedar tree. And look what the animals do to that bark over time. Climbing up that tree. I mean, they just shred it. You'd think there were a bunch of survivalists around here trying to start fires, but that's all animals. So before you think that's just animals rubbing against it like a deer or a cow, that bark removal goes all the way up from all the animals climbing on it. You can see where it's removed on the top there, where they were sitting there. Yep. It's from decades of climbing on it. Now here is a bird's nest made by a bird. So I will collect that. Probably save it for another time. Now for the really important part, some fishing. Well, I'm not a fisherman, I'm a catcherman. So if I don't catch anything in the first few minutes, I know there's no point. Need to put on another layer. Getting pretty cold. Don't really even need to rough it up much. But what the heck, it's an old habit. Well, that was way too easy. So this is my Snow Peak titanium cook set I got a while back. I keep a can opener in there, scrubbing pad, paper matches, spices, more spices, cooking oils, salt, pepper, sugar, a couple wet wipes. I use this rag to go in between the layers so when I'm walking it doesn't rattle, but obviously it's a rag also. Now it's got these two pots right here, and these double as a lid and a pan, and it's got the little carry bag. And I brought my little grill. I'll use this cutting board, put everything on the grill. That also has a scrubbing pad in it, another scrubbing pad. Spatula! Glamping. Alright, don't worry, I wiped this on my shirt so it's totally clean. Three little sausage. You think I would have got napkins? Oh, I'm in my truck. I've got napkins everywhere. Alright, do you have any idea how hard it is cook sausage over there, move the camera around, get everything set up, and prepare over here. Freaking Academy Award for this, or Best Director, or something. Alright, so I've got to, I'm cooking that. Stir in hot water. Hot water? Oh, forgot about that. Oh, yeah. I see Best Director in my future. Maybe Best Director, but not Best Cook. Yeah, it's probably a cup. A little bit of milk in here. Whoops. I put in almost all of it. Oh well. But in goes the sausage. Ooh. Come on now. There you go, fella. It's going to be another beautiful night. Just dang cold. At least the wind has stopped. There's my bed. It's a lot of food. Whoa. Yeah, it's a big plate full. Definitely not spicy, but can't win every time. But it tastes good. It's a bone appetite. Hey, Sea Dog. Yeah, what's going on? I was wondering if you wanted to come down to the lake and hang out tonight. Yeah, I'm camping. Yeah, I'll get a fire going while you kind of wash dishes. Yeah. Oh, you're busy? All right. I was going to put your name in the credits. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I've got to know somebody that'll wash dishes. Shoot. Can you see? All right. So as a recap, I've got the blue foam insulation board that I found on the way here. So I'm spreading out this wool blanket as a carpet while my hands are freezing. I put these gloves on too late. Hands are already freaking cold. All right. Right there. All right, so now I got the wool blanket. And I'll drop the sleeping pad right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this top bar here out of the way so I don't bang it at night. Just loosen it up on each side. And just slide it back. There we go. So I got both bars to the back. So the good thing about truck camping, I can come in here, put my seat heater on, turn the heater on, change into my sleeping clothes. I can pack my leg pillow in here with some extra clothes. Can do it all here where it's warm. Tell you, it's already below freezing and there's ice. There's ice everywhere. Frost. So I'm going to put on this down jacket when I take this off, because this is going into the leg pillow. That's going into the leg pillow. So I'm going out there. Whoop. Hey, who turned out the lights? Hey, who turned out the lights? There we go. So I'm going out there to the sleeping bag. Got everything ready. I'm going to watch the stars. Probably see a few meteors tonight. More than a few, probably. Clear sky. So I'll see you in the morning. Another beautiful morning. Ooh, very cold morning. There's frost on my truck. On the grass everywhere. Oh man, look at that freaking frost in my sleeping bag. The leg pillow was awesome. Ooh, that feels warm. And I wrapped my feet because they started getting cold at one point. Hold on. Trying to show you here. Ooh. I put this down jacket around my feet. Kept them warm, even though I had these winter socks. There's just a lot of space down there. So I wrapped them in that. Kept them warm. Ooh, it's freaking cold out here. Oh. My head stayed warm. I was totally wrapped up. I had this zipped up all the way. The little breathing hole. The pad feels cool. Cool here and cold on the edges. So that definitely helped. Yeah, my hands are already going numb. So I was out of that sleeping bag just a few minutes. And man, that cold hit me. So I'm in the truck now. Got the seat heater on, the heater on. Because I can. I'm truck camping. Boy, it has its advantages. Yeah, if I wasn't truck camping, I would just have to suck it up and get a fire going pronto. So it's 23 degrees now. It was probably about 20 or 21 as the sun was coming up. That's cold in Texas. Extreme cold. That's extreme cold for this part of Texas. Now, I camped out here one time, many years ago, in a tent with like a regular REI sleeping bag, not rated for below zero. But I figured, well, I'll use that sleeping bag and I'll add clothes, lots of clothes. I thought I was going to get below freezing, but it got down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 18 degrees below zero. And I tell you, that sleeping bag didn't even cut it. All the extra clothes didn't cut it. I was freezing to death. I had to wake up at like, 1 or 2 a.m. I checked the temperature because I was just freezing cold. I wasn't going to make it. My hands were getting numb. My feet were getting numb in the sleeping bag. So I had to wake up and build a fire just to make it through the night. and I couldn't leave the fire for more than a few minutes. I had to go collect wood, bring it back to the fire, and like sleep right there by the fire. Pull my sleeping bag out, sleep right at the fire. Now, I didn't sleep much because I couldn't let the fire die out. If the fire died out, I would have died out. Wasn't long after that that I bought that military sleep system. Paid off. Man, that's a warm bag. And what's funny is I bought that military sleep system, Army surplus. It was a lot cheaper than that REI sleeping bag was. And that military sleep system is more versatile. You got the green bag, the black bag, the outer shell. Yeah, sometimes it is about the gear. So I'm going to stay in here a little bit longer. I'm not cold, and I'm trying to keep it that way for a little bit. Ooh. Condensation rolling off the lake. I can see it in the rear view. It looks fantastic. So I'll stay in here a little bit longer. And what I'm actually going to do is, because I saw some activity on that pond, some fish activity, I'm going to try to fish. I've never fished in freezing temperatures for bass in a pond before. So I'm going to try that out. See you later. So if this fishing in freezing weather works out, I might try my hand at ice fishing. Whew. So, break out the pans. You know what? I'm going to use the grill. Sausage on a grill. The grill, the cutting board, and I got a spatula. Let's get this party started. So I'm just cutting 4 steaks to hold the grill up. Breakfast of champions. Bone appetite. Guys and gals, everybody listen. Do we have to pretend it's still cold? Because it's not cold. I'm getting kind of warm. Can we do a wardrobe change? Second question is, who's cleaning the grill? Third question is, who brought the Ovaltine? We've got milk here, but I don't see any Ovaltine. So we need someone to go get that Ovaltine. And the last question, do we have time for a fishing scene? Great. All right, let's get on it. Well, that was a real easy setup with this truck camping. I just threw everything in the bed of the truck. And actually, I was observing during, when I was putting up the gear, I could easily shut this tailgate, jump in my truck and drive off. And everything probably would have even stayed in there. So that was a good setup. And I just pulled up to this pond. There's those fish jumping again. I might have to try fishing again before I leave. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was good food and had a good time. Tested out my military sleep system in some pretty cold temperatures. Now mind you, I just had the black bag and the outer shell, and I stayed warm. But thanks for watching Survival Theory. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.